being more productive is an objective that many set themselves. However, with so many tasks to accumulate, it is not easy to find ways to organize yourself in order to successfully complete your duties. Therefore, keeping the focus on activities is essential. If you want to know how you can do it, see 10 practical tips to stay focused and complete your tasks. Let us start. Number 1. Avoid social networks. Have you ever stopped to sneak a peek on social media during office hours, and when you realized, missed an hour or two of the day? We all know that it is necessary to avoid this practice, but sometimes, habit or curiosity speaks louder. To avoid the problem, use applications that are able to block access. The Stay Focused is an excellent alternative for those who use Google Chrome. If you prefer Firefox, try LeechBlock. 2. Don't be multitasking. Doing multiple things at the same time is one of the biggest productivity pitfalls. People with this habit believe that they are solving several problems at once and managing to get their work done. But the truth is that this approach affects the quality of the task and ends up requiring much more time to complete. At the beginning of the day, try to set priorities and focus on one activity at a time. If you get tired of doing the same thing easily, set blocks of 15 to 20 minutes of activity alternating with 5 minutes of rest. A good way to control this is to use the Pomodoro method. With such practices, your focus will certainly increase and you will be able to complete all obligations faster. 3. Create a favorable environment. Especially for those who work in the home office regime, it is common to receive unexpected visits or requests to solve one thing or another. After all, you can leave the workplace more easily. However, this poorly used flexibility is completely damaging to your productivity. A clean and pleasant environment is the first step to avoid distractions. If you are working on a more complex project, disable mobile notifications. If you are at home, make it clear that your working hours are sacred and discourage late visits. If you're in the office, stay away from games and conversations. Finally, try to eliminate all types of noise to be able to develop your tasks. 4. Determine times for each activity. Stopping all the time to check emails can also undermine your productivity. So, determine the times when you will do these tasks that are equally necessary, but cannot take up your entire day. You can, for example, look at the email at 3 fixed times of the day. If you have something really important, such as an urgent project, that depends on communication with the team or the client, activate the notification only for those messages. 5. Have organization. That feeling, that we are forgetting something important, also destroys concentration. To avoid this, make a list of the things that should be done that day, putting priorities right into the first hours of the day. This way, your mind is clearer, and you can dedicate yourself totally to what you are doing at the moment, preventing the brain from triggering reminders of what still needs to be solved. 6. Train your brain. Our brain is plastic. This means that it has the ability to continue to develop, forming new neural connections throughout life. But it is clear that it does not do this alone. It is necessary to give good incentives for these connections to develop. A great way to work your brain and teach you how to stay focused is meditation. After a while of practice, you will see how you can concentrate on an activity for much longer. And the best, to meditate, you just need a quiet place and a few minutes a day. This meditation can be done in the morning, on a quick break from work, or in longer practices before bed. 7. Start early. Even though waking up a little earlier may seem like a big sacrifice, keep in mind your goals and the positive results you can achieve if you start doing it. If you want to be more productive in your tasks, waking up 5 minutes early can make all the difference in your day-to-day. 8. Do the most difficult task first. If you start to perform your tasks from the most complicated, you will get rid of an obstacle more quickly, being free to continue your activities, and at the same time, you will feel more motivated for having completed a complicated activity. 9. Control your sleep. Don't try to be more productive by spending awake nights. This will only damage your focus and your physical health. So, manage your time so you can sleep the right amount of hours. 10. Know your limit. Not everyone can be productive every day. It's not a problem, it is a characteristic. So it is important that you know your limits. If you know from the start that it usually takes longer to complete a task than a coworker, don't worry. Just keep in mind the focus you should devote to your activities, so that they can be completed in the best way. Thank you very much for watching.